Welcome to today's talk about retirement plan fiduciary issues. In the next few minutes, I will discuss how a plan sponsor can easily delegate over 90% of his or her 401k or 403b fiduciary risk to outside experts, and once again ask themselves the question, am I comfortable with the status quo? When dealing with a 401k or 403b plan and how independent fiduciaries can help plan sponsors, there are several to consider. Today we look at three of the most common: a 321, a 338, and a 402 named fiduciary. A 321 is a co-fiduciary offering, meaning they share fiduciary responsibility with the plan sponsor. The 321 investment advisor service provides advice regarding the plan's investment lineup, that is, which mutual funds should be offered to the plan's participants. 321 services are typically fairly inexpensive and many times offered at no additional cost. The reason they are inexpensive is because the 321 is not taking on a significant amount of liability, nor does it reduce the plan sponsor's fiduciary risk to any measurable degree. Because the 321 is a co-fiduciary, the plan sponsor still retains the sole discretion and therefore the sole responsibility to accept or reject advice from that 321. Now, this doesn't make a 321 service bad, but it could give a plan sponsor the feeling of a false sense of security. If you happen to already employ the services of a 321, ask for a copy of their legal agreement. It is critical that you know what the 321 is doing for you and what they are not. Conversely, the use of a 338 investment advisor does indeed reduce a plan sponsor's fiduciary risk. This is because a 338 manager takes over sole responsibility in setting up and reviewing the plan's investment menu. Therefore, a plan sponsor will have less fiduciary risk under a 338 arrangement compared to that of a 321. But until the plan sponsor fires or otherwise removes the 338, the manager makes investment changes as they deem prudent, and the plan sponsor has no risk for the mutual fund choices given to participants. And participants will take comfort in knowing that all the funds offered to them are best of class. And when a participant asks why these particular funds, you will then be able to provide a precise and written answer. A typical 338 manager will charge from 5 to 10 basis points for their service, but many times investment costs are lowered by an amount far in excess of this fee because lower cost funds are used than what the plan sponsor had previously chosen. Now let us speak to what is called the named 402 fiduciary. When one considers a 321 or 338 fiduciary vendor, that vendor takes on fiduciary risk only for a specific number of duties. In this case, only investment duties and not all of them. On the other hand, a 402 named fiduciary signs up to take on virtually all of the plan sponsor's responsibilities, including oversight of the 321 and the 338. The 402 named fiduciary does not replace the services of a 321 or 338, but takes over the plan sponsor's responsibility for reviewing their services. The 402 named fiduciary is sometimes called the plan CEO. Think of a normal business owner situation. He or she grows the company to the point that a general manager or CEO is needed to run the company on a day-by-day basis. This is analogous to how a 402 named fiduciary works. They have oversight responsibility over each plan vendor, be they fiduciary or not. But since a plan sponsor cannot legally divorce him or herself from all fiduciary responsibility, that plan sponsor retains the privilege and responsibility of hiring and firing all plan-related vendors, with, of course, the 402's help. Again, this is analogous to the CEO or general manager situation. A typical named 402 fiduciary will offer such benefits as running your semi-annual plan administration committee meetings, including the taking of formal written minutes, reviewing and signing your annual IRS Form 5500, establishing and overseeing a written investment policy statement, reviewing the required annual 408B2 and 404A5 notices, certifying your plan's 404C status, offering fiduciary insurance to your officers and board, usually at no additional cost. This bears repeating unless the plan sponsor overtly and in writing delegates fiduciary responsibility to an outside party, that plan sponsor remains the named fiduciary and retains all fiduciary risk. But once delegated, the day-to-day responsibilities of the plan sponsor are reduced to normal human resource functions, like enrolling new employees and submitting employee contributions on a timely basis. As I speak with plan sponsors around the country, virtually all of them wish to delegate as much risk as possible. Employers outsource payroll, human resources, computer technology, and risk through insurance. Why not outsource the risk relative to one's retirement plan? If you're unsure about which arrangement best fits your particular situation, contact us here at Billings & Company. You can call us at 800-713-401k or visit our website at billingsco.com/fiduciary services. Thank you for listening.